Welcome back to the channel where it is all things faith and lettering. A few years ago, I authored a book called Lettering for Absolute Beginners, which is a complete faux calligraphy how-to guide with simple projects. As a lettering teacher, I always encourage my students to be on the lookout for their own style, and there are so many different lettering styles to learn from. So today, I am unboxing a brand new lettering book that just hit the market from Sarah over at Chalkful of Love. So let's get into it and see what her new book is like.
Getting a new package is always exciting. And the first thing I notice are these gold corners and the gold coil binding. I absolutely love that. I love that this is a lay flat lettering book. And the first thing I'm going to do is just walk you through it. It looks like there are 3 parts to this book. And the first part is all the different alphabets. So they're all named as well, which I think is super cute. So the first alphabet was called Sarah. This is the Jill. And then up next is the Emma. I also love that not just the letters are included, but she also shows you how to connect them with one another. So that is fun. Up next, we have Kate. How cute. Loving these letters. Party time. And then we have the Hillary, which is very different. I like that. Let's see. Oh, Alexa. Okay. Alexa's got a little bit of an edge to her. And then we have Donna, which was one of my favorites. I'm going to demonstrate Donna for you here in just a moment because that one really caught my eye. Then we have the Allie. Look how cute she is. And oh, Meg, y'all look at Meg. I love Meg. She has the serifs on the ends, which y'all know I love. And then there's Kylie. She doesn't have serifs. And who do we have up next? Oh, Tilly. Tilly is so cute. Look at those little leaves on Tilly. Then we have Morgan, who is also super cute. She's the lowercase with the serifs. And then we're given some practice words. First up are cities like Amsterdam, Singapore, and Tokyo. And then there are some wedding words, which I'm going to demonstrate for you as well. Now, on to part 2. Part 2 of the book is all about the design process, and it goes over colors and workflows for digitizing your lettering on the iPad, which I found to be a great addition to this book because lettering on the iPad is next level. Okay, part 3, we are going to get into envelopes, cards, place cards, and all different sorts of fun things that you can do once you have your lettering down because you want to be able to take this lettering and make it a part of your everyday life. I'm telling you, I walk through the stores and I say, could I put lettering on that and just make it unique? And look at this gift wrapping. You can take your gift giving this Christmas and make it super special for the receiver. Now that we're at the end of the book, let's dive into some demos. And like I told you before, I'm going to start with Donna because I just love how loopy she is. Now, in the book, she does recommend a micron pen, but I absolutely love the Tombow hard tip and Tombow soft tip pens. And so that's what I'm using today. I just wanted to go with a pen I knew I was comfortable with. And she gives you a letter to trace at first. And what that does is helps your muscle memory. If you are familiar with my hand lettering templates, I love to get you to trace and then try to create on your own because that muscle memory really does make all the difference. When I first started out hand lettering, I didn't do a ton of muscle memory or practice. And that's just because I didn't have a workbook. I didn't have a class I took. I just kind of would look on Pinterest, see different things, and try to mimic what I saw. I started out hand lettering on chalkboards, which that's funny, Chalkful of Love. I bet that's how she started too. And after chalkboards, it grew to wood signs. And then eventually I got my iPad, which I know she talks about in part 2 of the book, and it really changed the game. I love lettering on my iPad now, but knowing these fundamentals of hand lettering is so important, and you can never practice too much. In my book, I say practice makes progress. So I want you practicing every day, and you will be so surprised at the progress you make over time. And make sure you keep your journals because you want to be able to look back on that progress. I look back at the things I lettered 11 years ago and almost don't even recognize it. Just remember, if you find this challenging at first, it will get better, and you are your own worst critic because I view the things I used to sell now as, oh, I can't believe somebody bought that, but others saw the beauty in it. Now let's find a print alphabet. I really like this Kylie, but oh, I love some serifs. So let's see. Which one do I want to do next? Oh, I really like the Meg. I love the serifs on it, and I'm going to do some different letters for this demo. The reason it's important to practice this style is because when you're doing projects or you're lettering the envelopes like she talks about in the book, you want to have multiple styles to pair together. And it gives you a way to emphasize certain words if you're lettering phrases for a sign or like if you're lettering scripture like we do a lot. where you can emphasize a word and make it really stand out. Up next after this V, we're going to letter a word from her word practice list. So let's flip over and make that decision. Okay, we have the cities. Not feeling a city today, but the word wedding looks pretty fun. So let's do that one. Even though I could jump right to the lettering, I'm going to practice what I preach and go ahead and trace over it for the muscle memory. I am loving these big loops for the D's. Anytime I can get real loopy, I love it. Also, like the G coming up. Oh, and here's a loop on the N. But this G, I love how the tail gives it that really, really big loop right here. Now, this is not my typical WE connection. I usually don't have a loop right here, but I'm following her example and following the teacher. It's always fun to try a new style and just, give it a whirl and see how you like it. What I love about this style is how the letters drop below the baseline and give the word a lot of bounce. Now, up next, let's put this lettering into action by creating an envelope. And I'm going to go to her part 3 in the book where she really breaks this down. And we're going to do this little banner on a cute envelope I got from Amazon. I get these in packs. Sometimes I ship out our stickers in them. And so let's letter it and make it all cute like these. Up first, I'm going to start out with a pencil and just kind of mimic what I see here on her banner tutorial. And we're going to put Mr. and Mrs. inside this banner. Once I get the banner how I would like it, I'm going to go back in the book to the alphabet section, and I'm going to use the Kali alphabet and create as close as I can to her style. And after we get that exactly how we want it, I'm going to go find a more cursive style to work with for the names. So we're going to flip back to Donna that we practiced earlier. And I'm going to try to mimic this S. It's a little bit different than I am used to, but here we go. We're going to loop it around. And then I'm going to finish out Smith with a consistent modern calligraphy style. For the address, I went back to the Kylie style, and I am writing 123 Memory Lane, Columbia, Georgia. I totally made that up. This is not real, but so much fun. I noticed that the top needed a little bit extra, so I'm adding in some scallops just to balance out the whole thing. Now I'm using that same Tombow soft tip pen, and I'm just retracing on all of my guidelines that I created and watching this envelope come to life. Total side note, but I've been saying envelope during this whole video, and it's kind of a funny thing between my husband and I. He says envelope and I say envelope. And so I am so curious. Tell me in the comments below, what do you say? I don't know how you could type that out, but try to type it out and tell me how you pronounce envelope, because it feels so natural to me to say it that way. Okay, I'm loving how this is turning out. It would also look cute with white lettering. So if you want a link to these envelopes, I will have them in the description too.
I hope you enjoyed this peek inside the new Modern Calligraphy book from Chalkful of Love. If you already have my Lettering for Absolute Beginners book, this is a great companion to practice other styles. I'll have a link to it in the description below, and let me know if you grab a copy.